You know exactly what you need to do to get healthier. Eat more vegetables, move your body daily, drink more water, get enough sleep, stop eating rubbish. You've known these things for years, so here's my question. If you know what to do, why aren't you doing it? I'm Finn, and I've got your raw daily fuel for today. Let me ask you something. How many health podcasts have you listened to this month? How many articles have you read about nutrition or fitness? How many YouTube videos have you watched about building better habits? Now tell me, how many of those brilliant insights have you actually put into practice? Here's the thing that nobody talks about. There's a massive gap between knowing what to do and actually doing it. And that gap, that's where dreams go to die. You've got more health knowledge in your head right now than your grandparents ever had access to in their entire lives. You know about macronutrients and micronutrients. Do you understand the importance of protein? You've heard about the benefits of strength training, the dangers of processed food, the power of consistent sleep schedules. You're practically a walking encyclopedia of wellness wisdom. But knowledge without action is just entertainment. It's not transformation. You can know everything about swimming and still drown in shallow water. You can understand every principle of nutrition and still be eating takeaway 4 nights a week. You can be an expert on exercise science and still be out of breath, walking up the stairs. The gap between knowing and doing isn't about lacking information. It's about lacking execution. And here's the uncomfortable truth. We love staying in the knowing phase because it's comfortable. Learning feels productive without requiring any real risk or discomfort. When you're consuming knowledge, you get to feel like you're making progress without actually having to change anything. You can listen to that podcast about morning routines while lying in bed at noon. You can read about the benefits of meal prep while ordering pizza. You get all the satisfaction of working on yourself without any of the actual work. But here's what's really happening. Every hour you spend learning about what you should do is an hour you're not spending actually doing it. You're using knowledge consumption as sophisticated procrastination. You're trading action for information because information feels safer. Think about it. When you're reading about exercise, there's no risk of looking foolish at the gym. When you're watching videos about healthy cooking, there's no chance of burning dinner or wasting ingredients. When you're researching the perfect morning routine, you don't have to face the discomfort of actually getting up early. Knowledge is comfortable. Execution is uncomfortable. So you stay comfortable and convince yourself you're being responsible by learning more first. But here's the cost of that gap. While you've been collecting knowledge, time has been collecting interest. Your body has been changing, your habits have been solidifying, your health has been shifting, and not in the direction you want. The person who knows less but does more will always be healthier than the person who knows everything but does nothing. The person doing imperfect push-ups 3 times a week is stronger than the person who knows the perfect push-up technique but never gets on the floor. You don't need to know more. You need to do more with what you already know. Here's the truth that'll save you years of spinning your wheels. You already have enough knowledge to completely transform your health. Right now, today, you know to eat real food instead of processed rubbish. You know to move your body regularly. You know to prioritize sleep. You know to manage stress. You know to stay hydrated. That's it. That's the list. Everything else is just details and optimization for people who are already doing the basics consistently. Stop waiting to know everything before you do anything. Stop using learning as a substitute for living. Stop collecting knowledge like trophies when what you need is to apply the basics you already understand. The gap between knowing and doing is bridged by one simple action: doing. Not perfect doing, not optimized doing, not Instagram-worthy doing, just doing. Here's your challenge, and I want you to do this before you watch another health video or read another wellness article. Pick one thing you already know you should do for your health. One thing. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water before your morning coffee. Maybe it's taking the stairs instead of the lift. Maybe it's eating 1 vegetable with lunch. Choose something so simple that knowledge isn't the barrier, only action is. Then do it. Today. Right now if possible, because the only thing standing between you and the health you want isn't information, it's implementation. You don't need to learn your way to transformation. You need to act your way there. Stop learning about change and start living it. Stop knowing about health and start practicing it. Stop studying transformation and start experiencing it. The gap between knowing and doing disappears the moment you decide to do what you already know. I'm Finn. Bridge the gap. Take action on what you know. That's your raw daily fuel for today.